Hi there, I'm Brittany Giles with Keller Williams of Central PA, and today I have with me Tracy Georgeff, also from our office.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm awesome. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for coming today.
It's my pleasure.
Awesome. Well, let's just go ahead and get started.
Okay.
So how long have you been with Keller Williams?
15 years. I'm on my 15th year.
That's amazing. Well, you
Yes.
don't look like you've been there more than 5.
Oh,
you look
thank
so
you.
beautiful.
Thank you.
How has your business grown since joining Keller Williams?
Oh my, it's grown not only in the figure wise, but even experience wise. Keller Williams is just a different company. It's perfect for when you're a new agent coming in and getting into production.
Right.
I only wish we had the tools and technology that we have now when I started. So every year it just gets better and better, and you're able to increase your business by leaps and bounds.
That's perfect. I was thinking about that the other day, like what did people do before we had this technology? Like if we had this market 10 years ago,
Right.
I just don't know how agents would have survived without electronic signatures,
Right.
let alone all the technology that we have with command
Right.
and everything else. So
Right.
it's just crazy times. How much would you say it's grown in the last year alone?
Oh, in the last year, I think with the agents that are there and my production, it's been a great market. I started and the market was good. I was inexperienced, and then of course it tanked.
Right.
So you had to switch completely your marketing and your thinking and how you were going to get leads and talk to clients and people.
Right.
So in a year, of course we had COVID last year.
Yes.
And we were shut down. So as soon as we opened, everybody was busy because everybody wanted to sell or buy. And I think when people are told that you can't do something, like Governor Wolf shutting us down,
Right.
you want to do it all the more then.
Yes.
So I think with that happening, it just was a perfect way for me to reach out to clients and get referrals.
That's perfect. Do you think you've had a lot of repeat clients
Yes.
that you've sold to in the past who said, you
Yes.
know what, we're going to sell?
Yes, I have.
Perfect
And
time
other
to do
clients that are existing clients, but have also taken advantage of the market this year and have bought rental properties.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yes.
Good point. And so it is a good time to invest. I think a lot of times people think, oh, with the prices, it's not. But really, if you're using a loan, the
Right.
interest savings makes it worth
It
it,
is.
which helps us.
Right.
Since joining the company, have you experienced moments when you've caught yourself thinking, this is exactly why I joined KW? And could you talk about those specific moments?
Every day.
Aw.
Every day I'm in the office, something will amaze me. I mean, I even get chills now. It could be from just the camaraderie. We're willing to share.
Right.
We're not one where we keep everything, close to the vest. So if a brand new agent comes up to me or any agent in our office and say, what do you do to get business? What do you do to get leads? And any agent is more than happy to share. And you don't have that at all the other real estate companies.
Right.
Not that I know of from talking to agents who has worked at other companies. So I think it's a lot of just being around the people who think a lot like me.
Right. Yep. I think that's something that I've noticed too. And one of the reasons why I joined KW was I needed that collaboration.
Yes.
Because you can't learn it all on your own. Like you need that mentorship in this business for sure.
Yes.
That's definitely something I think our office is amazing at.
Yes.
Other than that, I think that's a great one. But how has being at Keller Williams enriched your life?
I think, again, it's the people and it's the culture. We do so many things for the benefit of the community. And I love how we just all come together. If we need to raise money, we all pitch in wherever it's needed. And I know a lot of times there's maybe other companies that don't give back to the community. And we're one that is more than happy to do that. Or how can we help? And we do it a couple times a year. So I just think that the culture alone is just something that you can feed off of and grow off of every single day.
Yes. Yep.
It's amazing.
I definitely agree. One thing that I love, speaking of all of that, is our Sunshine Fund.
Yes.
Because that gives back directly to our agents in our office when they're just going through a rough season in life. We can be there to pitch in, whether it's flowers for a funeral or gift cards out to dinner when they're going through a stressful time.
Yeah.
It's just something that I've always appreciated that we do, because not every company does that.
Right. And that's what sets us apart, I think.
Yes, our culture is definitely why I think people stay.
Yes.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Well, that's so funny, because our next question was about culture and what it means to you. But can you think of any other way that our culture has maybe impacted your life?
It's grown me as a person.
Okay.
I become a better person from being at Keller Williams, because before Keller Williams, I never gave back to the community. I never thought about volunteering or how can I help a charity or an organization or a food bank. So I think it's just made me grow in so many ways, as an agent, as a person, as a mother, wife, daughter, in all relationships. And I know that may sound corny, but I guess you would have to be at Keller Williams to experience what we get to experience every day.
Right, to understand what that can do. One thing that I've loved too is my daughters get to watch that.
Absolutely. And look how they're going to learn from it.
Exactly. So because it's a part of my everyday life, it's natural for them to be a part of theirs.
And they're watching you when you don't know it.
Oh, yes.
So how you're reacting and handling things and doing benefits, that's how they learn. And they're going to want to get involved when they're older.
Yes.
And that's another thing is at Keller Williams, it's just not the agents. We get families involved, children, aunts, uncles, friends, neighborhoods. So it's just, we just all come together. So I think there's just nothing else, I think, like it in any other real estate company.
I would agree. I loved at Red Day, we had people bring their pets.
Yes.
Their kids were riding bikes.
Yes.
It truly was a community day for all of us, which was exciting.
And that's what I love.
I love it too. Now on to something a little deeper.
Okay.
So we've talked about culture, we've talked about how open our market center is, but what is your big why? And how do you believe that KW helps you live your big why every day?
I think by reminding me every day, because every day you walk through the door, I'm always thinking, okay, I need to remember the big why. And my big why is my family. You know, our daughter struggled with fertility issues and they had to do IVF. And if they would need to do another round, I would like to be able to pay for that for them. Also, you know, she's our only child because I also had fertility issues. And I wanted 4 children and God gave us 1.
Right.
And, you know, that's a huge blessing. But I just want to be able to, if she would have problems, be able to give back to her. And then if it's 3 grandchildren that she blesses us with, I would like my husband and I to be able to pay for their college.
Oh my goodness.
That's my big why. Every day I walk through and I open up my office, I think to myself, okay, remember what your big why is. Remember why you do what you do.
Right.
So, you know, I know other people's might be different, but yeah, mine's my family. Just being able to give them.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I never knew that about you.
Yes.
But that's beautiful. No, I think that's absolutely perfect. I actually have pictures of my family like everywhere. So it's my constant reminder. If you're having
that's a good idea.
That bad moments, you know, transactions aren't always 100% beautiful.
Yes.
That's the nicest way I can put it.
Yes.
And so I can just minimize like my email and there's my kids and my husband and I'm like, okay, breathe this for a couple seconds and then jump back in.
It'll be fine.
Yep.
Remember, you know, this is why I'm doing it.
Yep.
But that's a good idea. I'm going to steal that idea from you because I never thought about doing that, but that's great.
Yeah, it's like kind of like words of affirmation, but just in a picture. And then I can be like, okay, we're good. Moving on.
That's right. This. That gets you through.
It does. It does. My family is definitely my big why as well.
Good.
And then last but not least, what advice would you have for other agents looking to grow and amplify their careers at KW?
Oh my, I could go on forever about this. But they would be able to grow. I think the biggest thing I would have to say is show up. be at the office, hear the lingo if you're brand new.
Right.
Because that's how I learned. Since we didn't have technology, I went into the office every day and just listened. And again, the agents do not mind you listening. And I would have questions after I'd hear their problems, and I'd say, well, what did you do in that situation? So I think it's show up, be accountable, and don't be a secret agent.
Oh, that's so good.
Let
That's
everybody
so good.
know what you do. I wear this every day.
I have noticed
Every
that.
day.
Every day, everywhere.
Every day, everywhere, and I will sometimes put it upside down just so when I'm at the grocery store, somebody will say to me, why are you, oh, your badge is upside down. Oh, you're a real estate agent. Why, yes. And then you just get into the conversation. So I think it's, if they would just show up, be accountable, and my biggest thing is do the work.
Right.
This job isn't easy, you know that.
Yes, it can be a grind.
It's all in what you put into it. Yeah, we have the technology, we have the people, we have leadership that helps, but it all comes down to how committed are you?
Yes.
So every day, be 100% or more committed. And if you do that and you take advantage of leadership services such as yours, Bold, everything, they're gonna grow beyond what they've ever imagined. I don't know any other company that has what Keller Williams has.
All the training that you can plug into. We've had Ignite
Yes.
to help new agents. We have Bold coming up in May, which we're going to do kind of like a blended virtual and in person. I'm trying to think what else we have coming up. But our training calendar is always full.
Yes.
Always full. But if you don't show up to the trainings,
Right.
and then if you don't implement what you learned from the
Exactly.
trainings, your business isn't going to move forward.
And
I
you're just
definitely
wasting your
agree.
time.
Right.
You're wasting your time and money. Go to Bold.
Yep.
That's going to be the fastest way, I think, for a new agent coming into KW or into the business. That's going to be the fastest way for them to grow their business. And just shadow an agent.
Yes.
Come in and sit and talk to a veteran. I would have no issues if somebody walked in and said, can I just pick your brain? Or I have a question. Or how do you handle this? Or can you talk to me for an hour? Can we meet for coffee? I'd be there in a heartbeat because that's who we are.
That absolutely is correct. Well, thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And
My
you've
pleasure.
Heard it, folks. If you have questions, you can always reach out to Tracy or myself. We're here to help. So
That's right.
Don't hesitate to reach out to any of us at the KW Central PA. Thanks for watching.